Okay. So this article is a science and technology related article. So the previous article which we discussed, it was related to social sector. It focused on what? Early childhood education. Okay, early childhood education and care. So it's a science and technology related education related article. Now when it comes to science and technology, there is no standard book which we can quote and say that at least few questions will appear from this book. From Lakshmikant polity, we can say that if there are 10 questions, at least 7 to 8 questions can be answered through Lakshmikant. Okay, if there is a history question, then at least we can say that using Bipin Chandra, Spectrum and NCRTs and including Tamil Nadu, there are at least 5 to 6 questions which can be answered. But for science and technology, there is no standard book which we can say 100% that if we read this book, at least we will be able to answer around 4 to 5 questions. There is no such standard book. Okay, so the science and technology questions predominantly they are current affairs driven. They are current affairs driven and they are curiosity driven. Okay, curiosity driven. So every article which appears in the newspaper with respect to science and technology, it becomes important from exam point of view. And on Sunday, okay, especially an entire page will be dedicated for science and technology. Okay, so that page is also very important. Okay, very important. And any article which appears in the editorial, so that is also very important from exam point of view. Okay, exam point of view. Okay, so NISAR has capped a decade-long bilateral effort of NASA and ISRO. So which are the technical terms here? First is NISAR, second one is NASA, third one is ISRO. So already some of us will be aware of these terms. So ISRO is the space organization of which country? India. NASA? USA. Okay, USA. So decade-long bilateral effort. It means NISAR is a project. It's the effort of both India and USA. Okay, NASA and ISRO. NASA and ISRO. The GSLV F-16 mission. GSLV F-16 mission lifted off from Sriharikota. Sriharikota on July 30, placing the NASA-ISRO synthetic aperture radar. So what is the full form of NISAR? NASA-ISRO synthetic aperture radar satellite into a sun synchronous orbit. Sun orbit. The ascent capped a decade-long bilateral effort and opened a new phase in the global Earth observation cooperation. Earth observation cooperation. 8th. Cooperation. NISAR is a 2.8 ton observatory. Okay, so here we'll go to next page. NISAR 2.8 ton observatory that combines a NASA built L band NASA built with a ISRO made S band ISRO made also a first. So this is India's first. So India has never made a S band. India's first. They allow NISAR to detect surface changes measuring only a few centimeters. They allow NISAR to detect surface changes measuring only a few centimeters, even through clouds and vegetation. Now here, this is also very important keyword, even from CLIMS point of view. Detect surface changes. Detect surface changes. Okay. Even few centimeters. Okay. Clouds and vegetation. So penetrate cloud and vegetation. So now we shall try to understand few things. Okay, synthetic aperture radar, it's an observatory. Means satellite will be in the sky, it will be observing the earth, what changes are happening in the earth. So it is such a sharp instrument that even minor changes, okay, minor changes. So let's assume some earthquake has taken place in some part of the country. So the changes will happen across tons or hundreds of kilometers. Then easily it can be observed. But here, let's assume in Vidyagiri, okay, there is a rain only in the region surrounding Paritranaya, but there has been no rain in the other parts of Vidyagiri. Such minute details also it can observe. Such minute changes also it can observe. And also when it is observing, there are clouds. Even if there are clouds also, it can observe the changes. Vegetation, there are thick forest cover. Even it can penetrate the thick forest cover and what is happening on the ground, it can observe. Such a powerful observatory. Okay, powerful observatory. NISAR will supply freely accessible data on ground deformation, glacier flow, biomass, land use changes, and sea ice dynamics. So all these points are important. So what all things it can do apart from that? Okay, it can on ground deformation. Ground deformation. What is ground deformation? What do you understand? Okay, ground deformation. If someone has dug the ground, it's a deformation in the ground. So that also it can detect. I am just giving an example. Next, ground deformation, glacier flow. So in Himalayas, so glaciers flow from one place to other place. It can detect that. Next, okay, biomass. So biomass means if a forest is cut at a particular place, that it can detect. Example. Next, land use changes. Land use changes. For example, previously if you are growing what sugarcane, now you have started growing cotton, it will detect that change as well. Okay, that change as well. Sea ice dynamics. Sea ice dynamics. So how the ice in the sea changes. As its dawn-dusk orbit repeats every 12 days. So what is dawn and what is dusk? Dawn-dusk, what do you understand by this? Yes? Okay, dawn means early in the morning, dusk means evening, okay, evening. So as its dawn-dusk orbit repeats every 12 days, its radars will be able to revisit the same point under nearly identical lighting conditions. It means okay. So if okay, next when we start discussing about geosynchronous orbit and all later on. So this satellite, it will not be in the fixed position. It will be moving, but every day for an observer on the earth, it tries to appear in the same position at a particular time. If today at 11 a.m. we see it at a particular position, on next day 11 a.m. again it will be visible at the same spot. Okay, at the same spot. Again, this much detail information is not important. Under nearly identical lighting conditions, not important. This geometry coupled with the duty cycle exceeding 50% in the L band. So here we have to understand the exam's demand. Now the person who is preparing, he will not be a technical background student. Okay, he may come from a technical background, he may come from humanities like arts, a person may come from medicine background, a person may come from law background. So when people of diverse backgrounds they appear for this examination, UPSC it focuses on the application. It will not focus on the minute details on each and every aspect. So next what we are seeing here, this geometry coupled with a duty cycle exceeding 50% in the L band has been designed to yield closely spaced time series observations that can quantify geological process. So these are very, very technical details, it is not going to focus. Okay, it's not going to focus on such technical aspects. So this is also important that we should not focus on those aspects, we have to eliminate it. And this how you will understand gradually as your experience with this examination increases, as you go on referring the previous year question papers, then that demand will arise. Okay, then you will start understanding the demand. That line is not important. Indeed, its various engineering first lead up to NISAR's unusually broad science agenda, map mangrove extent. So mangrove extent, it's very important, we will be discussing later on. Mangrove, urban subsidence, crop soil interactions, and carving rates in polar ice shelves in a single orbital cycle. So these are all important. Whatever these are there, they are important, they have to be marked. It's yes. Map mangrove extent. So mangroves is a type of forest. So once we start discussing about geography, we will be discussing about mangroves. So in India we have tropical deciduous forest, we have tropical evergreen forest, we have mangroves. Okay. So in which all part of the world we have mangroves, in which all parts of India we have mangroves. Okay. So that will, but no, it's not specific, just superficially if you understand it is okay. Its data could help support the Sendai framework, very important. So we came up with a term called as Sendai framework. Okay. So it is associated with disaster. Okay, disaster. Again, we will be discussing about the Sendai framework in detail when we start discussing about international relations. Okay, international relations, and also when we start discussing about environment. Here, one more is IPCC models. Okay, IPCC indicates Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change. So here they write in a fashion that the person who is reading this article, he is completely aware of all the things which are happening around him. So IPCC means Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change. Again, about this particular organization, we will be discussing in detail while discussing about environment. For ISRO, flying a flagship payload on the GSLV Mach 2 rocket. So this is important. GSLV Mach 2 rocket. Okay, rocket. Is notable for a vehicle once dubbed Naughty Boy for its early career setbacks. Okay, leave it, not important. The ISRO-NASA partnership would also have eased technology transfer between the two countries, not important. Developing the S-band radar would have demanded tighter tolerances in radio frequency, electronics, thermal stability and data throughput than previous Indian satellites. None of them is important. The only thing that is important is S-band has been developed by ISRO. That's it. Okay, that's it. From a diplomatic standpoint, the launch confirms that India can be trusted with high value hardware and demanding integration schedules. So from mains point of view, although it is still learning to shape joint missions on equal terms, the 12-meter reflector, the Ka-band downlink and much of the flight software stack were imported, and the key design reviews were led by NASA. Again, not important. 12-meter, they are not going to focus, just leave it. Achieving parity will require larger domestic investments in advanced materials. So deep space communications and systems engineering plus earlier Indian involvement in framing the scientific agenda of future multilateral missions, not important. Okay. So from Pleen's point of view, we will focus, it's not important. From mains also, not important, just leave it. NISAR's data downlink rate also presents a challenge. ISRO must expand its Ka-band ground network, automate cloud-based processing and release analysis-ready products within hours if state agencies are to make timely use of the data, not important, leave it. Sustaining the time-wise data will also depend on authorizing follow-on SAR spacecraft before 2030 and finalizing data sharing rules that encourage private analytics while protecting sensitive scenes, not important. Addressing these gaps will determine how fully NISAR's potential is realized in India, not important. So now we have reduced the content of this article to hardly around 10 to 15 points. So we will repeatedly focus on those points. UPSC will focus on application. Okay, we will focus on application. Now, NISAR is an initiative of which all country? NASA and ISRO. Okay, NASA and ISRO. From which place it was launched? Sriharikota. Where is Sriharikota located? Andhra Pradesh. So, there they are not mentioned explicitly Andhra Pradesh, but you know it. Suppose if you don't know it, you will add the extra information that Sriharikota is present in Andhra Pradesh. So, to take this satellite from ground to that orbit, okay, one vehicle was used. What is the name of the vehicle? GSLV F-16 mission. So they may ask tomorrow in the examination. So which was the what satellite launch vehicle used? GSLV F-16. What is GSLV? Geosynchronous satellite launch vehicle. Geosynchronous satellite launch vehicle. What is geosynchronous? That curiosity should be there. That geosynchronous, it's an orbit around the earth at some distance. So what is the height of the geosynchronous orbit? 35,786 km. So when we say geosynchronous, it will be at the height of what? 35,786 km. At that height, it will be rotating around the earth. So that information is missing here. But once we start discussing about science and technology, we shall add that data. Okay, we shall add that data. So in this fashion, we shall connect all the dots. Okay, so entire this article, we are reduced to just what? Few content. Where? Not important, just leave it, not important. Okay. So now, so these are the important NISAR. Okay, so what is the full form of NISAR? NASA ISRO synthetic aperture radar. What is synthetic? What is aperture? Don't worry about it. Synthetic aperture radar. It's a joint initiative of NASA and ISRO. NASA belongs to USA, ISRO belongs to India. GSLV F-16. GSLV means Geosynchronous Satellite Launch Vehicle. Actually, in the forthcoming classes, we will also be discussing that whenever we say about GSLV, it have multiple stages. But here they are not mentioned, we will not focus. Okay, multiple stages. And what kind of fuel it is going to use. Sriharikota, where it is located? Andhra Pradesh. Okay, Andhra Pradesh. What is sun synchronous orbit? This information is missing here. So we have to find what is sun synchronous orbit. So once we are learning about the sun synchronous orbit, we shall also learn about geosynchronous orbit. Along with the geosynchronous orbit, we also have an orbit called as geostationary orbit. So what is geostationary orbit? What is geosynchronous orbit? What is sun synchronous orbit? So these things we have to learn. They are not been explicitly mentioned here, but we need to explore for more information. Okay, more information. Earth observation cooperation. So when you look at satellites, there are different types of satellites. Earth observation satellites, communication satellites. Now NISAR is a communication satellite, true or false? It's an Earth observation satellite. Okay, so communication satellites are used for what purpose? So generally when we communicate over the cell phone, okay, so we use Earth observation satellites. Example, we watch television, okay, so that dissemination of information takes place through communication satellites. Okay, communication satellites. You mentioned about something? No. Earth observation satellite, it will not call it as communication. Okay, no doubt. Indirectly, it also communicates the information. But here its major job is to what? Observe the Earth. So communication is two entities are communicating. So the communication satellite, it becomes a bridge. Okay, it becomes a bridge between two entities. Okay, two entities. Next, NISAR 2.8 ton. They may ask 2.8 ton. So approximately you remember. So L band NASA, you remember this. S band is ISRO. Next, India's first. So these all changes are important. What all it can detect. Okay, what all it can detect. So all these things are important. Okay, application based. Next, ground deformation it can detect. Down glacier flow it can detect. So biomass it can detect. Land use changes it can detect. Next, sea ice changes. So this dawn to dusk not important. Okay, not important. Next, Sendai framework, very important. So Sendai is a place present in Japan. Okay, so this is the overall framework associated with disasters. Okay, disasters again we will be discussing in detail once we start discussing about environment. Okay, environment. Next, IPCC, Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change. So what is this organization? What does it do? So very important organization. We'll also start discussing about it once we start discussing about environment. Okay, GSLV Mach 3 rocket. So the mission name was F-16, but which was the rocket used? Okay, it is called as Mach 2. Okay, it's called as Mach 2 rocket. Okay, Mach 2 rocket. Here they are not given much information, but in the forthcoming classes, once we start discussing about science and technology, we'll look into few features of GSLV Mach 2. Why we look into GSLV Mach 2? Because in India, the most powerful satellite launch vehicle is GSLV Mach 2. Okay, the most powerful satellite launch vehicle, which can take the satellite from the ground to the orbit. Okay, to the orbit. Okay, so this was about this article. There are so many important points. How the questions can be framed in the examination? So Sendai framework is associated, option number 1, okay, children education or children care. Option number 2, women's empowerment. Option number 3, what? Disaster. Option number 4, climate change is associated with disaster. Okay, it's associated with disaster. So this is how you are supposed to prepare for the examination from these articles. Okay, from these articles.